I knew there was a major water run problem, and that was, I mean, that's as long as I can remember it was there. And it's not something I could talk to a neighbor about. Like, I could quiz them all about growing canola, how whatever fertilizer rates, what they're seeding. But the water run was tricky.
Man, you see that water level going down and down, and you kind of like, man, you wonder what we're doing for future generations. And I think that's the one thing as an economist, there are ways to capture and think about not just now, the here and now, but we have to think in 3 different time horizons. The current, the midterm, which is a few years down the road, and then long term.
The rivers do 3 things. Move water, move sediment, so rocks, gravel, sand, silt, and dissipate energy.
So if you make the water go farther, faster, straighter off of your land, chances are you've just washed out your neighbor, cleared out every gravel road in the middle, cleaned out culverts, taken out ditches, and any other infrastructure that might be in the way.
We screw up and we try to engineer, and it costs us a pile of money. And it's something, all of the trees and the wetlands, and Rhonda was mentioning the wetlands, they perform the functions. It's a God-given function, Mother Nature-given function. We come, we drain, and then we build this.
There are the big events, and everyone knows about them. They're catastrophic. We will never get rid of these. I don't think we can manage these away. That's not the issue. We could reduce how bad these are. But I think more importantly, we know that at some scale, all of these losses are very, very expensive.
Not everything we do is necessarily the right thing for our downstream neighbors. You know, we're operating, I'm a business person, so you're thinking on what makes you the finances and keeps the money on the table, food on the table for your family. You're not always thinking about your neighbors, though we like to think we are.
Trying to fix surface water concerns by only looking at an immediate area or an immediate problem tends to produce insufficient results, and for that location and for those around them.
On the parking lots, it's instant runoff. On the open field, usually after, if you have a heavy rain, usually after 2 minutes, it's sealed it, and then it's run off. With the trees, that same amount of water, 80% is absorbed by the crown and the leaves and slowly go down.
They did a lot of seeding in the bottom of the banks, and then that has actually worked out, I think, really well from what I can see, because it's starting to grow up the sides of the banks, and that's really starting to anchor some of it. So, but it is quite a transformation I have seen in such a short time. I think going forward, in 10 years, it's going to look completely different. A 4-year project with dirt and water. I mean, most times you do a 4-year project, you got to line it up with your hand just to maybe see if anything moved. But this is like a night and day. Some of the drone footage is unbelievable.